In December 1997, the pilot for what would become one of the most popular animated TV series of all time was aired. I'm talking, of course, about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a hat.
2 years later in America and Japan, 3 in Europe, the series would experience its first trip into the world of video games. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the video game, was one of the NES's best sellers, doing extremely well upon release. I mean, you gotta think about the time period here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is reaching an all-time high, with its first feature film being eagerly, no desperately waited on by its adoring public. Playmates Toys are selling huge amounts of merchandise with no limit in sight, and all kids wanted to do was love the experience of the Ninja Turtles in virtual reality. They got that chance with the NES's first Turtles game, and they got more. First thing they did get more of was more releases. Now, I've only got the NES version, but this game was also released for the Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum, Amiga, and the notorious MS-DOS version that requires cheating to complete the game. Typical fucking Microsoft. At the title screen, if you wait a few moments, you get a nice cutscene explaining the initial story, and no Ninja Turtle story is worth its shell without a certain damsel in distress. Ha ha, shell. You begin the game in a top-down view, switching to the more traditional side-scroller upon entering sewers and buildings. By killing enemies, you can find various power-ups including shurikens, triple shurikens, boomerangs, and the all-powerful Ki, which is some kind of scroll thing that shoots a Hadouken-type crescent-shaped beam. Now, the interesting thing about the boomerang is that it's potentially unlimited, so long as you continue to catch it when it returns to you. Somewhere on the way to the Holy Cross in Castlevania, which I always like to catch regardless, in the hope that it would replenish the hearts I just used sending it out. But it never does. The game developers decided to only give us one continue in this game, and that makes it incredibly frustrating. Especially as each turtle represents a life, that means you can only have a max of 4 lives at once. It's fucking ridiculous. The controls are as they should be. A jumps, B attacks, select for everything else, and start pauses the game. The enemies are never-ending stream with the craziest pixels ever, and there's a good balance of low-powered and high-powered enemies. They're generated at complete random though, so you're constantly being kept on your toes. The sheer variety of enemies is astounding. You've got Baxter Stockman's Mouser Army, Foot Clan soldiers throwing shurikens, Foot Clan soldiers casting hypers. It's what they are. Sandmen, which according to Wikipedia are fire monsters. Bat eagle things, I just call them beagles. Giant frogs. Gay Australians with pink trousers doing ballet and throwing boomerangs. And even Leatherface makes a cameo appearance.
We've got us a massive problemo.
How can I sum up how good this game is? The soundtrack is amazing, the controls are pretty perfect, the graphics are good, and the gameplay is challenging and really engaging. They tried something different, not everybody liked it, but I loved it.